There are politicians who are twisting and abusing religion and different strains of the same religion in order to further their own political objectives. And that's one of the biggest problems in the whole, political problems in the whole region. And the tragedy for me, and that's why you have these proxy wars being fought the whole time in that area, is that there's not strong enough leadership in the countries themselves. There are not enough big characters.
Yes.
There are not enough big characters, big people, men or women, who are willing to reach out beyond their Sunni or Shia or whatever group to the other side and bring people together and to develop a national story again. A national story. That's what's lacking. And that's the tragedy. And I've just come from Cyprus, where I've seen one example of how this can happen. And it's not there yet, and it's still very difficult. But you've got two leaders from the Greek community and the Turkish community who are trying, and they're taking risks. They're taking risks, each is taking risks with his own community to try to bring that island together. And I see that in Cyprus, and I have to tell you, I don't see it anywhere else in the region. And that's why you've got international, you've got the Saudis, the Iran, everybody moving in and puppeteering and playing proxy wars. And it's a tragedy to watch it. We need to have some way of encouraging visionary leadership in that area. People who can tell a story that brings people together from different factions and different religious groups into one nation. That's what's missing.
The UK Foreign Secretary has reiterated his country's close ties to Saudi Arabia, days after making comments widely interpreted as critical of the conservative Gulf state. Footage appeared last Thursday of Boris Johnson suggesting Riyadh and Tehran stoked proxy wars in the Middle East. He was defiant about his gaffe.
I'm here to emphasise the friendship that exists between the UK and Saudi Arabia. Now, of course, that is something that is developing and expanding, and it's also fair to say that we believe in a candour in our relationship.
Johnson, having said that,
Britain has and Saudi Arabia have enjoyed a long historic strategic relationship that extends over 100 years. We don't have any doubt in where Britain stands.
You've got the Saudis, the Iran, everybody moving in and puppeteering and playing proxy wars. And it's a tragedy to watch it.
UK Prime Minister Theresa May's spokeswoman said Johnson's remarks do not reflect government policy.
With the GCC.